What's good, collective? What's good? Okay, so what's in the energies right now is spirit is wanting someone to not seek approval from anyone else other than yourself. There's some changes you're being asked to make. There's some changes you're desiring to make. This could be in any area of your life or any area of your persona, just any area, period, right? There's some changes you want to make, but you don't know if the changes you want to make will be embraced by other people around you. Could be family, could be work, could be friends, could be anyone around you who knows you to be one way or to project yourself one way. There's some changes you want to make. You're not sure if you will be accepted in those changes or understood in those changes. Like, you don't know if the people around you will allow you, and I use the word allow loosely, but it's feeling like someone is dealing with a bit of insecurity when it comes to having the freedom and the liberation of self-expression and the freedom and liberation of your healing and your changes and transformation that you're making. Spirit is wanting you to not seek anyone's approval. You don't need anyone else's approval, is what I'm hearing her say. So you're being called right now to kind of really be honest with yourself about the change you want to make. This could be a pivotal life change all the way down to just like cutting your hair off, okay? So be honest with yourself, Spirit is saying. That you are the only one that you have to be true to, okay? And there's something here about the narrative surrounding you as it relates to maybe some things that you've experienced in your life, or maybe some decisions that you have made in your life that didn't really honor you, and now you see that. Spirit is saying that you can rewrite your story. You can rewrite your outcome. You can change your path. You can change directions and go towards the direction that is more befitting for you at this time. Let's get into this energy. Thank you so much for tapping into Midheaven Tarot. Welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. If this is your first time viewing, welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, let's see what's going on with this, okay? Spirit, tell us more. What does the collective need to know about this not seeking anyone's approval? Perseverance. Growth. Okay, so what I'm hearing Spirit say just with these two cards is that there's something, for one, that you've endured that has produced a lot of growth in you that you are grateful for. There's a lot of growth here that you are grateful to be accomplishing or have accomplished because of something that you have endured or something that you have persevered through. Also, I'm hearing that Spirit wants you to stay the course, moving towards your growth, okay? Moving towards your growth. Gratitude may be something, an energy that you need to tap more into. Tell me more. Taking action. Somebody's taking action, or they want you to take action. Clarify, please. Shadow. Yeah. You took some sort of action on your shadows to bring some sort of peace, some harmony, some balance, some calmness to your shadow aspect. Okay? And you'd be surprised how many people that you can have around you that you're in a relationship and a connection with in the shadow aspect of each other. Like, it's in the shadows sometimes that we bond with people. And so when you are going through a growth phase and you are taking action to bring harmony and balance and peace to your shadow aspect, those friendships and relationships kind of get a little I don't know, they just kind of break down. You understand? Because you're no longer in, like, sitting in your shadows. We all have them. We're supposed to have them, right? We're supposed to know how to utilize them. And we're all supposed to know how to quiet them when we need to. So you're not supposed to sit there, though. Just live in your shadow. Okay? And so it seems like something you've gone through has allowed you the growth of understanding this, but it's causing an impact possibly on your peer group, your family, relationships. But spirit doesn't want you to worry about anyone approving of the actions that you have been taking to quiet your shadows. Okay, you don't need anybody's approval to change. Clarify. Change, please, spirit. Yeah, because you're coming out of those shadows. And that's the change. You're coming out of those. These are the same shadows. And you're walking out of those shadows. Okay? So that's what's changing, is you're going through a rebirth. What's changing is you're being born again. What's changing is you have met the challenge of this rebirth. Okay? And I'm picking up also from this challenge card that there is someone around you who wants to challenge you, who wants to keep you from walking out of that cave, out of the darkness, who wants to keep you from going behind the veil, right? Like there's someone that wants to challenge your growth here. Tell us more. I'm gonna take this one. Yeah. Wow. This energy coming in the middle of these cards like this is really kind of very profound, but you're sitting in a very grateful space, okay, because of what you have had to endure to come out of these shadows, what you have had to be challenged with in order to experience growth. You're stepping into your more authentic self, all right? You're stepping into your authentic self. Day by day, you're making what I'm hearing is micro changes, right? But those micro changes are causing a ripple effect in big ways, okay? Healing, right? Your authentic self is coming forward, or has already come forward, because of the healing that you have done. The healing that you have done has allowed you to tap into the true you. And not only to tap in, but to be grateful of who you are and how you have been created, and your purpose and your destiny and your vibration and your beauty, your intelligence, your creativity. Like there's so much here that you have discovered to be grateful for, and you've discovered it through these challenges that you've been facing, through the things that you've had to endure. Tell us more. You took action on some sort of wisdom, intuitively. This is shadow work here. This is learning about who you are in your shadow aspect. In wisdom, you took action to learn of your shadows. You understand? Like, and so it's created a certain safety for you, a certain feeling that you're safe. Yeah, protection. Yeah. This calmness, this peace that you have acquired has created a boundary around you, a protection circle around you. Let's see. What does the collective need to know? Because I pick up an energy where someone is trying to maybe make you feel like you can't change or you haven't changed. Let me see what deck I want to use. I thought I wanted to use those, but I don't think I do. let me see what's going on in the energy around the collective, because I feel like someone is trying to like keep you from being able to experience a new life, a new vibration. What is the collective dealing with when it comes to like the people around them that are witnessing this change and this growth and this rebirth? Because I feel like it's a hater here, but we'll see. Because this challenge card is like someone wants to challenge your growth. Tell us more. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Because you stepped out of the shadows, collective. So if you step out of the shadows, what you got to come into? You got to come into the light, right? So now that you have moved into this light aspect of yourself, people around you are irritated by that. This is what I'm saying. They don't want to learn how to be in a relationship with the new version of you, with the more authentic version of you. They're looking for dirt on you, right? They're trying to dig up your past. They're trying to go into your past situations, your past thoughts, the way you used to be. They want to hold you to a past narrative that you have already rewritten the story. I'm not like, hey, check this out. We ain't reading that book no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and they're not understanding, and they're not getting that you're not even in that book anymore. So they're trying to hold you to a past narrative. Moving on. So I feel like Spirit is actually advising you that these individuals who clearly have a problem with the more authentic version of you, if you're still in a connection with them, Spirit is asking you to release these people. Okay? You don't need anybody's approval to vibrate at your highest possible vibration. You don't need anybody's approval to be a better version of yourself. And if they don't want to be in a relationship with the new you, or the better version of you, then how can they be in a relationship with you then, collective? And this could be a family member, but you know how that go, right? Like, not all family is family. Not all family is friend. Okay? And I mean, sometimes we have to make them hard choices. Creativity. Someone wants to feed off of you, and this is why they do not want you to move on. This is why they do not like your shadows, because their shadow was feeding off of your shadow. Now their shadow can't even stand in your presence because you are in the light now. They want to continue to be able to feed off of your creativity. They want to feed off of who you are as a frequency, as a vibration, but they can't do it because in order for them to even be in a relationship with you, because if you're in your light, you're not feeding off of anybody, right? So in order for them to continue to even have you in their life in a way that is pleasant and beneficial, they would have to come out of their shadows and step into their light. But they're not doing that. They want you to come back in the gutter with me. Come back over here. Right? Like, and the answer is no. I'm not finna do that. Cause you know what? Sometimes I think when people try me with this energy right here, I feel like, I know you got to be crazy if you think that after all of the hardship that I have just persevered through, all of the growth that I have had to rise up to meet the challenge of my growth, and I have successfully done so and come out of my shadows, and you think that you're so important that I would be willing to undo all of that work. You got to be out your mind. You're smoking dope or something. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. But you got to be. Because that's the only way that's going to happen. In your imagination. Okay? Dirty offer. Scarcity tactics. They want to come offer you something to make themselves seem more valuable. Clarify the dirty offer with the scarcity tactics. How does that come together? Oh, looking you up, researching, studying you, getting more information. They want to come out of the woodwork. Why are they looking up the collective? Why are they looking up the collective? Because see, this is giving that dirt digging shit over here. Okay, I don't know. They're trying to go into your past, and they could be doing this in many different ways. If this is someone you know personally, they could just be constantly bringing up what you used to do and you said and you did and remember when you did and you ain't better than me because remember what you did. They could be somebody close to you that know how you used to be when you were in your shadow, but this could be someone who is not so close to you, don't really know you personally, and they're having to kind of do research on your past. What are they look? What they looking for? What they looking for? Grudge holder. Somebody that is holding a grudge. Wait a minute. Tell me more. Wolf in sheep's clothing. They're looking for somebody that's close to you. That's holding. They're looking for somebody that's close to you. Jackpot. They're looking into your past to see if they can find somebody that has a grudge against you. And what good is that going to do? What are they hoping to do with that information? I mean, because hurt ego getting in the way of relationship, divination, abuser, bankrupt. Okay, so what they want to do is make you appear to be the same karmic person you've always been. Okay, the same karmic. Some of you could be readers. You could do tarot. You could do channeling, mediumship, anything of that, any form of divination, scrying, all of that. But they want something to fail here. It's given like a smear campaign almost, like, because it seems like they're looking up someone from your past that might have a grudge against you, that would be willing to come in as a wolf in sheep's clothing to put you in some sort of toxic karmic relationship or lovership, of whatever the case may be. And by lover, it could be romantic or not, right? But it's all to make you appear to be not what you are, or have not healed the way you say you have. And if you do some sort of divination work, spiritual work, they want that to fail. And they want to hurt your ego by causing you to appear to not be who you say you are. That's wild. That's wild. People have too much time on their hands, I tell you, I swear. I swear they do. What else does the collective need to know? I'm gonna get some tarot out here. I might get some logos and state energy on this read. I haven't done that in a couple reads, so. What does the collective need to know about this? I feel like they want to challenge your healing. They want to challenge that you are a different version of yourself. They want to prove to either your peer group, your family, I don't know, some sort of public community, online community, I don't know. But they want to prove to others that may also know or have witnessed your change that you actually have not changed. And this is why Spirit is saying that you don't need anyone's approval, okay? So if people are trying to dredge up your past, it really doesn't matter, right? Because for one, we all have one. For two, my past is what helped me heal, okay? So you are celebrating your past, and that's what this gratitude could be. Wow, that's literally what this is. You are celebrating. You know that everything that you have had to endure is what has caused this rebirth for you. You know that this growth came because you were challenged to grow. You're grateful for what you've gone through because it is how you have been able to find your authentic self and to heal yourself. Like, so people trying to dredge up stuff is nonsense, because it's not going to affect you in the way that they think it's going to affect you. What else is this? Thank you. Okay, so some sort of secret here. Secret. Something's coming to an end. Reverse Ace of Cups. Something, they're trying to find something, a secret about you that they can bring to the forefront. Because this World card is giving me more so exposure and not necessarily completion, but it's giving me exposure. Okay, because also the World card can represent, you know, like the online community coming to the world, you know, stepping out into the world, you know what I'm saying? Being seen by other people, having other eyes on you and things like that. So this is giving me exposure, some sort of secret they want to expose that will put you in a reverse Ace of Cups, that will break your heart, hurt you, put you back in a lower vibration in your heart space, things like that, right? I don't know what secret this is, but yeah, I really hear you saying in the spirit, who cares? Like, like, am I supposed to care? Okay, because you're only telling my story that I don't have a problem telling. You feel me? Like, that's what spirit wants you to understand. I can tell my story. You can tell your story how you choose to tell it. And that's why it's the card is saying in the pre-shuffle, you can always rewrite the story. It's your past. It's your narrative. It's your healing. It was your shadows that you had to deal with. What else? Knight of Swords. Reverse Nine of Swords. This is giving some sort of telepathy. Telepathic communication. Tell me more. Oh, I'm not getting those. They fell on the floor. They must don't want to be read. Nine of Swords and Nine of Swords, please. Thank you. Four of Cups. Again. This is literally what I just said is what it is. This is you literally saying, who cares? Who, like, what, they want you in this energy and you're going to be so unbothered. You're going to be so busy over here tending to your other three cups that this may actually have all, like, they could have already spread some sort of rumor and you don't even know that it's already happened. Wow. You ain't paying no attention to these people. The reverse Hierophant. We have the Two of Cups and the reverse Five of Cups. I'm really feeling like you're going to learn a lesson here about some sort of a partnership or collaboration that you may still be in. Okay, or you could have already had to learn a hard lesson about partnerships and partnering with people, and you're recovering from some sort of a failed partnership or collaboration. Some sort of separation. Is what has helped you also to heal, to heal and to recover, because you walked away with the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You walked away from something, or you're being asked to walk away from this connection where you're constantly having to, you know, not really fight, but like challenge or stand up for yourself, right? Or speak up for yourself when someone is trying to drag you into old energies that you've already, you know, healed from. Yeah. You walked towards the light. You walked towards the light. You went towards the light. You moved away. And for some of you, you're being asked to continue to go towards your light. Don't allow, unstable partnerships to come back into your life, or to spin the block, or to pop back up, or don't entertain any connection that you got to constantly recover from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do it again. Don't go into it again. Don't deal with them again, because they want to challenge whether you're healed or not. They want the old version of you back. Spirit is saying to continue to move towards the light, continue to move towards positivity. Wow. You have the... Yeah, see, someone wants you to fail at manifesting good fortune, love. They want you heartbroken. They don't want you to receive. They don't want you to become better than them, is what I hear Spirit saying. With the Eight of Swords, these people have some sort of physical entrapment. They have something that they're trapped in. Maybe it could be poverty. Maybe it could be a poverty mindset. Maybe it could be, I don't know, a relationship that they don't really want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they want you to fail. They want you to fail. Tell me more about the advice you have for the collective. Let me use this one. Going forward, Spirit. That's crazy that they it seems like they're trying to dig up like a past lover of yours, somebody that still has a grudge, holding a grudge over you, or they already have connected with somebody who's holding a grudge over you that was a past lover, whose ego is hurt, getting readings on you. What do you want the collector to know about rewriting their story, being honest with themselves? See it through. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's that Eight of Cups and that Sun card. Continue to go towards that which is positive and high vibrational for you. You know, like, I really feel a strong sense, a strong urge to reiterate that the changes that you have made are to be celebrated. And no one should be allowed in your energy who doesn't celebrate the person you're becoming. Because how can they be around you? What kind of relationship is that? You're still in a relationship with the old version of me that doesn't exist anymore. So you don't even know me for who I am right now. Like, what kind of familyship is that? What kind of friendship is that? If you're not willing to make the effort to get to know how I've healed and how I've changed and who I am right now, then you don't want to be in a relationship with me, because this is who I am now, right? Spirit is saying, see it all the way through. If you've walked away from some people, stay away from these people. Do not allow them to come back and to dredge up your past that no longer exists. Not for you. I mean, you have memory, but it is not operating actively in your present and or future life. It's done. That is done. The past is done. See it through, Spirit is saying. See it through. Whoever you had to walk away from, whomever you are having around you that is impeding upon your healing, see it through. Walk away and keep going towards the light. Because I know if you're anything like me, you're not going to be looking back after you done put in all this work. You understand what I'm saying? Solitude, self-love. See? Now, self-love's been coming up a lot in my readings. You know, the collective is really, really laying into the energy of loving yourself. Loving yourself, you know? Because there's so much in the world that communicates to us that we're not lovable. Like, we shouldn't even love ourselves. Half of the time, we don't even know how to begin to do that. But Spirit wants you to continue to spend time alone. You may already be in isolation. And this is what they may not like. They may not like that about you, is that you are now in an isolation period as you've been healing. So continue to spend time alone. Okay, because it's teaching you how to relate to yourself, partner yourself with this Two of Cups. Be your own partner, be your own lover, right? Like, you're learning in solitude, you're learning about all of the things about you that has always been lovable, right? And really wearing those things over the things that maybe, are a little bit more darker about you. Okay, and you're also learning, what I'm hearing Spirit say is how to not use your shadows to blind you as a veil, but you're utilizing your shadows to discover more about who you are in your light aspect, and it is actually giving you a love for both sides of yourself. And that is monumentous, and don't forfeit that or compromise that for anybody, for nobody. Abundance. Yeah. And stepping into a new found abundance, true abundance, one that is not just predicated upon how much money is in your bank account right now, but the abundance that is, fortified by the growth and the development of the soul and spirit of you. That abundance. Okay. Money is secondary. Money comes easily to those who learn what true abundance is. I'm going to get some state energies. I'm not going to do logos, but I will get some state energies out here. You could be born in one of these states. You could currently live in one of these states. You could be wanting to visit one of these states. It's just a little state energy to further confirm that this message is for you. Let's see, Spirit. Give me some state energy on the collective for this message, please. Kansas, Florida, Wisconsin, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tapping in with me, collective. This is the message. Please take a moment to shoot your girl a little energy, help get the message out into the algorithm so our channel can grow. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers, y'all, so I can start going live. You understand what I'm saying? So subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit the like button and leave a comment and let me know how this message resonated with you. Also turn on your notification bell so you know when I'm back with another message. And I will see you guys on the next video. All right? Peace, family.